So yeah, this is just the dream right here. It's like everyone's favorite kind of thing to have in their fire alarm collection because it's just how customizable and versatile these are. So this right here is the Simplex alarm I promised I was gonna get. So this is the Simplex 4901-9805 on the 4903-9101 strobe plate. Typically you'll find these horns on the 80A version of this, which are sideways. So it'll have this like this, and this will be like this, and the strobe will have the lettering on either side while this is facing forward, and it'll be an 80A strobe. But this is the older version, so it's just like this. So this is the same setup as that hotel I showed you guys, where they had these strobe plates with the strobe like this. The hotel I was at, remember, strobe was on the bottom in the hotel, just like the hotel. Strobe here, and then the horn. This is the horn, and the hotel had the speaker version of this. Remember, the ones at the hotel looked a lot like this, but they were voice evacuation speakers and not horns. But this is a mechanical horn, just like a 34T. So this is kind of the same as this. However, these sound different. I'm talking about like lower pitched, because instead of having just like an electromagnet that does it all, there's actually like some sort of circuit board in there that controls the way it sounds, which I don't exactly know how it works, but it's like a hybrid, because it's like a mechanical horn in the sense of how it sounds, sorta. And I mean kind of how the vibration works. It vibrates just like that does. But when it comes to, you know, what actually powers it, like this is just an electromagnet here, but on the back of this one it's like a circuit board thing. So this is sort of like an electronic horn in that sense. But yeah, and then the strobe plate here. So how I love these so much is that they're customizable. So standard back box has this on it, but all I need is a screw and that goes through. But if I wanted to, I could swap this out, and if I wanted to, I can have this horn mounted on said back box, and then put that same screw through it, and just, oh, it's sideways. It actually wants to mount this way, but you know, it would be mounted. It would be on the back box. And I can also put this wheel lock horn. See, does it fit? It's gonna be weird. I can also have the wheel lock horn on the strobe plate just like this if I want to. I can do it like this. I can have the wheel lock 34T mounted, and I have a bunch of these. I got them spread sort of all over the house. One of them's back here. Yeah, each one that I have has its own little plug, and there's one in the hallway and one downstairs. You manually activate each one, so I like that. But yeah, you can just mount any 4-inch horn, any 4-inch square horn can be mounted. And what if I wanted a remote strobe? You know, they make blank plates that go over these sort of boxes, those little blank plates. You can put one of those on here and have a remote strobe if you want to. It would look kind of bad, but you know, you can do that. But yeah, this is how it came. This is how it came in the mail. Because I bought these two together, so it's Simplex, and how it just matches the color. It's like a perfect color match, whereas this red is like a different shade of red. But yeah, what I'm talking about with this whole circuit board on the back thing I'm talking about. So this electromagnet protrudes out the back. This one's a lot more flush. I mean, all Simplex horns are much more flush. Like a 9838 is much more flush. I actually used to have a 9833 that was much more flush on the back. But we'll talk about how these ones work. Here's the thing. Horn, strobe, strobe. This one, it's got the wires. This is actually my 34T, but, you know, the terminals are missing, so it's more like a 34. The wire's just coming out. How would I hook this horn up to that? I wouldn't. I had to get a Simplex horn. And I believe the 9833 the 9833 had just wires coming out the back. The 9838 is the same thing as this. I think the 9838s are diagonal, but same thing. And the 9838 is a traditional mechanical horn just like this. It has an electromagnet. 9805, the 4901 horns, have a circuit board that controls the vibration on that sounder plate. So, interestingly, that's how it is. And that's why these wires go on the strobe. And then the wires that are powering it, which would be, you know, the things that go in that, go into the horn terminals. Or maybe it would just, maybe that's why these wires are 2 tires. I'm gonna wire this up and figure out how this thing works. But first thing I want to do is just run the strobe by itself, see how that operates, and that's how I'm gonna conclude the video. Because right now it is currently 9:27, and it's a weeknight, so I actually would not be. My parents would not be happy if I set off loud horns. So I will just set off the strobe on this thing. So I'm going to do this. Here we go. It's flashing. It's not showing on camera. I'm gonna turn the light off. See, I'll show the flashes better. Hold on, I think it's just this. There we go. It's back again. I was like, why did it stop? Oh, there it is. Wish it showed up on camera better. See, every now and then it'll get a bright flash on the camera. And it just stops flashing again, for real. See, I'm looking through the camera. I'm like, is it flashing? And then I look at it and I'm like, oh, it stopped. Oh, there we go. Yeah, these ones flash slower than modern strobes. From what I researched, these flash at these ones flash 0.75 times a second, whereas modern strobes flash 1 time a second. So this flashing is slower than other ones. Since this is where this horn was connected, maybe I should put this horn on here. But no, I want to put the Simplex horn, because I just got that Simplex horn. Let me put this one on here. I have the other 2 of these in other parts of my house. I should take the other 2, and this on that. And then all 5 of these, and that should be my next New Year's sound off. Oh yeah, I got that, but what I don't have is a mounting bracket for this. So I should have just kind of got myself in the foot here, because I still don't have a way to hook this up to anything when it comes to mounting. This is my Spectre horn. How would this look like on... Alright, you get the idea now. Now let's not do this kind of crazy retrofits. But there was that screw that I had. 2-inch screw. Mount this. I want to unhook this. I don't want to leave this unplugged in like this. Alright. I'm going to mount this on a screw, and I'm going to just have this. So awesome to have Simplex in my collection now. I'm so happy. Thank you for watching.